I'm always delighted to be with Saul News. This has been such a leader in the conservative movement and the Republican Party.
Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for December 10th, 2021. An article from Fox News reports, Biden's infrastructure coordinator lists climate equity ahead of blue-collar jobs on implementing law. President Biden's infrastructure coordinator, Mitch Landrieu, listed climate and equity ahead of labor and blue-collar jobs while discussing White House priorities on implementing the newly inked infrastructure law. Landrieu, the former New Orleans mayor, told MSNBC's Morning Joe he had spoken with dozens of mayors and left messages with every governor in the country on proper allocation of the $1.2 trillion package.
But what the president's asking us to do is use this policy to rebuild the country. This is a 3, 5, 10-year proposal. He also said, look, we're going to build a better America, and the better part is really important because he said we're not just going to do it like we did. We need to think about climate. For those of us that are from the South, we know this really, really well. Of course, resilience and building back in a way that's stronger and better. Also for communities that have been left out. He said, secondly, equity is critically important. We cannot leave anybody behind. Third, blue-collar jobs. So he wants labor involved in this in a big way with workforce training.
President Biden is still seeking to push through the nearly $2 trillion Build Back Better package, a sweeping social policy bill which covers a range of issues from climate to health care to education. It has passed in the Democratic-controlled House, but faces an uphill climb in the Senate, where moderates have raised concerns over its price tag. The Federalist reports, Biden praises withdrawn nominee who wanted to socialize bank accounts. While many have accused the Biden administration of creeping toward socialism, Joe Biden's nomination of Saul Omarova to comptroller of the currency demonstrates an outright sprint. The administration announced it would withdraw her nomination on Tuesday, but the fact that she was nominated in the first place indicates the administration's priorities. Omarova expressed a desire to seize for the federal government sweeping powers over banking, including the politicized denial of services. Senator John Kennedy took to Twitter regarding the withdrawal, saying, Saul Omarova is a radical who shares her Marxist views freely and in writing. She wants big government bureaucrats to dictate the terms of America's economy. Putting her in charge of America's banks would have been disastrous for American workers and families. And now, a word from the President of the United States.
They keep fastidious record of the miles you travel in an Air Force aircraft as President and Vice President. And toward the end of my term, 4th or 5th year as President, Vice President, 7 years in, headline came out in all the papers, Biden travels, I think it was 1.3 or 1.7 million miles, 1,400,000 miles, 1 million, I think, don't hold me to the exact number, I think it was 350,000 miles, 1,200,000 miles, 1,300,000 miles on Air Force One. And a guy named Angelo Negri came up, he goes, Joey, baby, grabs my cheek like that. And he said, big deal, Joey. 1 million, whatever it was, 300,000 miles. 2 million miles. 1,200,000, 300,000 miles. You know how many miles you travel on Amtrak, Joey? And I said, no, Ange, I know. And he said, that retirement dinner, we calculated it. We estimated 127 days a year, 119 days a year, 131 days a year, 117 days a year, 121 days a year, 36 years, plus as Vice President, boom, boom, you have traveled over 2 million miles, 1,515,000 miles, 2 million, I think it was 180, but 2,200,000 miles, 2,100,000 miles on Amtrak. It's a true story.
And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for December 10th, 2021. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.